Good evening, YouTube. Today I'll be demonstrating you the headlights of the Honda CB 350 RS. Now this headlight is an all LED setup. In fact, the bike gets all LED setup. So these are let those vehicles pass. I'll just show you how effective the dipper is. So what I have found out that this bike actually has a very mediocre set of headlamps. As you can see, the road is not lit enough properly, and if there's a bike with a halogen headlights coming straight in front of you, it's very difficult to make out what's in front. Now as you can see, in a dark patch, the light is fairly okay. You can use it, but I would highly recommend you to go and get auxiliary lamps, because in situations where the road is completely dark and when there will be no supporting lights, your bike will struggle, and you will struggle while riding at the night. Now I'll switch to the upper. As you can see, the upper is okay-ish. It gives you a distance of say around 50 meters of visibility. Not 50 really, actually it's even lesser than that, around 30 meters of visibility. So it's not that good. It's not that good. Being an LED setup, your headlights should light up the road pretty good, but it doesn't do that. Even in these dry conditions, now if it starts raining, then just forget about it, because your the normal stock headlight is not gonna do anything for you. So I have adjusted the headlamps of the RS according to my liking. Now if you guys want me to make a dedicated video of how to adjust your headlamps of the Highness 350 or the CB 350 for that matter, I can do that. Just comment below, I'll just show you step by step. It's not that complex, it's simple. But yeah, as you can see, this is how the illumination is of the stock headlight being lit completely. It's not that great. It's not something that I would consider safe for our Indian highways and roads, because we all know of how unpredictable our roads are. So as you can see, the throw is, it's okay, but it doesn't inspire me a lot of confidence to take the bike above 60 kilometers an hour, because at that speed I need a proper visibility of what's in front of me, and I need the road to be properly lit, which it doesn't do a very good job at. So the main problem comes when there's a vehicle approaching and they have their high beam on, and even if you're on your high beam, you won't see anything. Like, see, the car has just its fog lights on, and I am barely able to make anything out of the road. Like, the visibility is completely poor. Now I know that there's a speed breaker because the road is very familiar to me. So if the road is familiar to you, the lights won't be a lot problematic. But if you travel or if you ride on a road that you have no idea of beforehand, or if you don't know the road properly, you'll have a lot of problem, because you will not be able to make out the turns and the speed bumps or the potholes. Just because I almost memorized this road completely, I know where it's in every speed bump and pothole is situated. Now you can see I have no visibility. Only I can see when the vehicle with a halogen headlamp passes by me. It doesn't matter if the vehicle is on the high beams or the low beams. Eventually in front of a halogen vehicle, this pair of LED set tends to disappear. It just gets saturated, man. So as you can see, the headlight is not that great. I think this is the only con in the bike. Personally, I believe that this is the only con that the bike has. You see, without auxiliary lamps you won't be able to make out anything. Now I'm riding in a main road that is not considered as a highway. It's just a main road connecting two districts, or yeah, it's a road that connects two districts. So this is just a normal regular road. As you can see, I'm even struggling to ride on this normal road. Now as you can see, there's a vehicle approaching. It also has an LED light. As you can see, the vehicle approaching also has an LED bulb, but see, you won't be able to make out anything until and unless the vehicle passes by you. So it gives you an indication of how saturated the light gets once there is a vehicle approaching in front of you. So as you can see, it's not the safest, it's not the brightest. It gets the job done just barely. It doesn't even get the job done like it should. It just barely makes it so that you can see at least what's coming or what's in front of you. So I believe a headlight is supposed to do a lot more than just giving you visibility to to acknowledge what's in front of you. A headlight should light up the road properly. The throw, when you come to the horizontal throw of the headlamps, it's okay. It's not something that's very impressive. It gets the road covered from this side to the other side. So it's just a single lane road, so yeah, you won't have any problems. But if you travel or if you ride on a road that you are very much not familiar with, or if you haven't even traveled for a single time, then you're gonna have a lot of problems with the stock headlight, because you won't be able to make out anything. See, the dipper is supposed to go a bit higher than what I've adjusted, but if I place the dipper a bit higher, then I'll lose the efficiency of my low beam. So and I think that this unit is a single unit, and it doesn't really have an upper of that sort. It just triggers the other half of the light when you press the upper switch. It just it's some sort of a bulb, I think they have used, which lights up partially when you're on a low beam, and eventually when you press the upper switch, it ignites the other half of the bulb. So it's not good enough. Now I'm on a state highway. As you can see, the visibility is there up to a certain distance, but that distance is not enough. As you can see, a scooter is approaching that has a halogen bulb, and I'm not able to figure out what's in front of me. So this is the biggest flaw that I have found on the bike. I don't know why Honda have done it. I think it's a cost-cutting technique, but you cannot fiddle around with the headlamps. That's a very stupid thing to do, and that's a very unsafe thing to do, because headlamps are very much crucial when you ride at night. Although I don't prefer riding at night, and I advise you not to ride at night, because our highways, our roads are not at all safe for bikers to ride on night. But if you have to do it for some reason, then you should be very much careful, and your speed should be extremely slow, so that your bike remains under your control. I don't suggest you go for night rides or night rides. It's not safe. But yeah, if you have to do it, then I guess you have to have some sort of auxiliary support on your bike. So yeah guys, this was a very short video. If you have any more queries, then please let me know. I think having auxiliary lamps in this bike would fix the issue of the poor visibility of the headlamp. But initially I think Honda should have provided a better headlight, because this is an LED unit. You won't be able to change the headlamps overall, so you have to stick with it. Now if you plan on changing the headlamp to a halogen unit, I don't think you can do it, but I'll try in the future to see if I can change the setup to a halogen setup so that I can have a Cyclops LED installed in it, and I will probably have no problems from the cops, because the bike already comes as an LED unit from the factory itself. So it's gonna be easy convincing that the bike still has the stock headlamps. So yeah guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys liked it. Please show your support in the forms of likes, comments and subscriptions. And if you want to know anything specific about the bike, I'm gonna make a lot of videos about with the very specific details of the bike. I'm just gonna break it down one by one and I'm gonna share it to you. But if there is anything that you'd like to know specific, then just comment below. I'll try to make a video on it. I'll try to help you guys as much as I can. I'm very new to this bike. I just bought this bike just over a week ago. So yeah, these are basically just my initial observations of riding the bike for around 500 kilometers now. So thank you once again for your valuable time. I'm gonna see you soon in the next one. Till then, take care of yourself, wear proper riding gears, avoid riding at night, and stay healthy. Bye bye.